Hello, friends. This is Venu, and I'm back again talking about what else the second test that is due to begin from tomorrow. Both the Indians and Australians are putting in the hard yards. Australia to level the series uh, by winning the second match, and the Indians. It is wonderful to see the level at which the preparation is going on, the intensity, the focus, the various factors that they have brought into the big uh, just to ensure that they are entirely prepared. And what's the talk from both the camps? I've been hearing a lot of Brad Haddon and yes, Travis Head also was in the Willow Talk show, answering a few questions about how they are prepared and what's the mindset and stuff like that. And a lot of other Australian experts, Harsha Bhogle and the media. So, uh, what's my uh, what's my view of things? Um, is it going to be 2-0 India and the Aussies are down and out? When was the last time that the Aussies were down and out? They never will be down and out. And with every Australian expert baying for the blood of Manas Labuschagne, here's a prediction I have for this test match. Don't be surprised if Manas Labuschagne makes a roaring comeback and Steve Smith makes a significant contribution. It could be in any way. It could be with the bat, it could be a few stunning catches. And I'm sure both of them are itching to. Can the Aussies be written off? The Aussies can never be written off, and not this team. This has been like the Indian team, two of the best teams in the world across formats over the last few years. So, what's the recipe for this test match? Don't take what Harsha Bhogle said very seriously. A lot of praise coming in for the Indians that Travis Head is taking. He's talking about he telling his grandchildren stories of his encounters with Jasprit Bumrah. Harsha, I'm just talking in jest. I've no stature or caliber to contradict you, but the Aussies are, I think, cooling down. You can trust the Aussies to play different games like Magnus Carlsen does in the game of chess, outside the board, and the talk and the talk. All the talk is aimed at um, hurting the Indians and then enhancing the Aussies' chances of winning. And this talk about where would the Aussies not want Rohit Sharma to bat, the Aussies would not want Rohit Sharma to bat at all because he remains the most destructive batter in the world. An hour of Rohit Sharma in either of the innings will make it impossible for the Aussies to make it 1-all. Rohit Sharma remains the most destructive batter in the world, and in pitch conditions, the ball doesn't swing much, but there's a lot of bounce and pace and carry through to the keeper. I do not think Rohit Sharma needs a better setting to show go out with a bang. I think he's not going to play in Australia anymore. Very unlikely that Virat Kohli too, even Ashwin and Jaddu. I do not see these four playing in Australia anymore. Not test matches for sure. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like at this point of time. We have a whole generation moving out, and then, like I said in my previous talk, we have more than capable replacements for each of them, and more. We have a Suryavanshi at the age of 13 making waves, and there's a lot of backup, more than adequate backup. But perhaps we have a few more surprises up our sleeve. Who should be making the team for the Adelaide test? I don't think there should be any changes. There's talk about Harshit Rana um, possibly being replaced by Akashdeep. I do not think it's a clever thing to do. There must be continuity. A winning team must get back on the turf without any changes. Of course, the changes are Devdutt Padikkal giving way to Rohit Sharma and Dhruv Jurel giving way to Shubman Gill. And like Brad Haddon was saying, um, how is Shubman Gill lesser than Yashasvi Jaiswal? Shubman Gill is sensational. Perhaps technically more sound than Yashasvi Jaiswal. So it is going to be fantastic for the Indians to have both of these back. If any changes, I think Washington Sundar should not be replaced. I don't mind having two off spinners, Ash, coming in the place of maybe one of the bowlers. Again, it could be the unfortunate Siraj to miss out, but I do not think uh, the team will make that kind of a change. So could it be Nitish Reddy giving way to um, Ashwin? That could be the most likely change, the only change, major change that should come in the Indian team. And the Aussies, don't take them for granted. They will fight, and I have a very, very funny feeling that this test match is more going to go the Aussie way than the Indian way. And knowing the Indians' propensity to slip after a very big victory, I wish I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And but I'll not be surprised if the Aussies, make a comeback in this test. That will spice up the series. So a lot to look forward to, and the talk beyond the cricket. Ponting making those uncalled for comments on Rohit Sharma. The Aussies are not able to put a proper 11 on the field, and Panta talks about Rohit Sharma not finding a place in the Sheffield 11. Panta, you know better than that, and I'm disappointed. I'm a bit disappointed also, although I think this is giving it back to the Aussies. The great Sunil Gavaskar making those comments about why Hazelwood is out of the second test match. I do not think the Aussies, in their right senses, would leave out Hazelwood for that reason, particularly 1-0 down and too much at stake for them to make it to the WTC final. So, Sunny very humbly, I'm an insect and you're a dinosaur. But I do not think that's the reason why Hazy is has gone out. There was talk about, even when the test match was on, the side strain that was being spoken of. So that is all that I can say for this presentation. Do join me tomorrow for a few more predictions, and keep an eye on my predictions all the time that I make these talks from now on. I will make predictions, and yes, my promise for a trivia. Um, W.J. Grace, a doctor by profession, um, was once batting and then was bowled, and he kept his bails back and continued to bat, telling the opposing team that the crowd has come to see him, not them. So they can continue to play, and then he will not go anywhere. He'll continue to bat. If this is a trivia that I have already spoken of in my previous presentations, I have another one. West Hall bowled a bouncer that one bounce landed somewhere near the side screen and went past the fence. Just think of this great man, the pace at which he bowled, the heart with which he bowled. Looks like he touched the side screen and started his run up from there. So imagine having a 60-yard run up Wes Hall, one of the greats of the game, the greats of all time. He had those two first buttons unbuttoned and then would show his bare chest when he bowled. So that's what makes this great game of cricket such an exciting game to watch. And for sure, a game that shows so many facets of life that no other game can imagine. Thank you for your time. Do come up with your comments, suggestions, likes, subscribe, whatever you think that my presentation deserves. Thank you for your time.